Hello there, my name is Vladicate, and today we're going to look at well-known Robocraft players' desk/PC setups. Keep in mind that I might critique some setups, but remember they're good enough if they can run Robocraft. So let's get into this. First up, we have AJ's setup, rocking with 3 monitors, and it would appear that he has a boomstick mic with a classic DIY tape. It also appears he has a small keyboard, and he has a fancy mousepad, which comes in clutch when playing in competitive comms atmosphere. Next up is Arhos' setup. It seems he only has 1 monitor, but to be honest, when just playing games, that's enough. The mouse is something I haven't seen before, and the mousepad seems like a Tesla mousepad, if you just take a glimpse of it. Simple setup, but it does its job. Next up, we have Bahaunt's setup. He is playing on a Lenovo computer, I believe. Had that in the good old days, and then it just died. And we can see he have a reversed engineered laptop stand using pipes. Yeah, DIY seems like a trend for Naya player so far. He doesn't have a lot of space, which could be a little concerning, but the glasses are a plus. Bahaunt seems to have found a way to protect his eyes from all of the dumb builds on the CRF. Smart man, smart man. Next up we have Berber. Holy crap, what an alpha Chad. He has really taken Bahaunt's anti-brain damage tactics to the next level, rocking a hard hat and, of course, the glasses. He is sitting on his bed, which is respectable, because when waking up, you don't have to travel to the computer, which is good, because you don't have to waste time. Also, it does look he's playing on top of a freezer, and that's smart, because if the laptop overheat, you can just throw it in the freezer and then take it out 30 minutes and it's good to go. This is Bloom 18's setup. First question, Bloom. What is that desk? Because it's obviously not for gaming. The keyboard is also weirdly placed because of the desk. Also, you don't have a mouse, which concerns me. Although you have a boomstick. And I might be wrong, but is that a camping chair? This is Danny 2487's setup. He's going with 4 monitors. Personally, I think that's overkill if you're not a programmer. But overall, the setup is clean, and he has a pretty PC with a lot of RGB. It would seem he is also eating blueberries. Fedorawearingscrublord setup is, well, different. He has okay amount of space, and his second monitors is for different games, because we can see a joystick or whatever that's called. But what is this red on the chair? Is that a badly damaged hair, or is it a aesthetic choice? And I've got to ask Fedora, what the fuck is this painting? This is 3 glitched to 3 bot 2 imbus, or Bell, as everyone calls him. Very flat keyboard. From this angle, at least, it looks really flat. And is that cloth under the keyboard? Is your keyboard leaking, Fel? I don't think keyboard should do that. Fel also has a different kind of monitor stand. What's this, Fel? I'm so confused. A stone turtle is something we all need. And is this drugs? Right there. Right, here we are seeing Gyyhor's portable setup. Right off the bat, he's a no mousepad gamer. And that's also the famous iPad mic. He has 2 mouses, which one of them is concerning. But there's not really anything more I can say. Portable gaming setup. As you can tell, this is Kerzen setup. Something that I appreciate that might not have been on purpose is that his mousepad is matching with his backgrounds. He also seems to love jam. And he does have a metal Mega SMG down there. And that's pretty cool. And I like this setup. Next up is Kuuzan's setup. And right off the bat, we can see he doesn't have a no mouse pad. So he's a no mouse pad gamer. And that's space. And he also seems to be a fan of the Tesla mousepad series. I don't like this setup. Rebuild. This setup is from Xsider or Moneyflows. He has a really big monitor. I don't really like the mouse. And green desks are something I find pretty rare. Mrtjt setups give me different vibes. He has a very nice wooden desk, but those cables, oh my god. And the car is probably for getting food while gaming, which is omega smart. And does that say TTK? Why would you have a TTK sign? Also, nice Sylveon figure there. This is Nightform's setup. I can't see much from this angle. His desk is a little low down, that might give back pain. Also, he has a fan directly facing against the computer, which is probably needed because it gets really hot where he is from, I believe. Not more I can say, really. Razorcabbage setup is clean, but still dirty at the same time. But he has a nice stand for his controller and headset. Creative background too. A lot of space, and he has a whiteboard over his setup. It's probably for teaching EP members how to properly make hover drones. Next up, we have Regulus, or as most call him, Meme. Meme. That mouse pad space. This gives me Asian college vibes because of the crammed space. That headset also seems pricey, so that's good. Gotta hear those ghost modules, am I right? Also, he has a heart, which confirms that he is a very romantic person. Also, what is up with the drugs? And Rex's setup. But don't be fooled. It looks clean, but I can say there are at this moment multiple plates scattered around the desk. And some empty bottle of Wasser mit Kohlensäure. And of course, his keyboard is a classic. But they do break often, because he seems to be always printing new ones. He has good space, and he seems to be using the classic library mouse. This is Sill's current setup. It's not his main. This is good enough for a temporary setup. His mousepad is a little bit too little for my taste. But of course it's better than not having one at all. His gaming laptop seems cool too. But why do you have power module on one, Sill? Soundwave setup is a bit all over the place. He has extremely little space. His keyboard is not even fully on the desk. His monitor is also staying up by a couple of objects. Although he has two sound waves, they're chilling. And don't ask me what's in that bottle. The red 40s setup is very simple, but sometimes simple is what's best. He has a notebook, has a mousepad though, which think me about the good old days when you looked all over the place for any good books. Any good books to use as a mousepad. Usio setup is my favorite so far. It's super clean, and I'm loving the wooden desk. He has a fine boomstick, and he does have an Anya figure on top of his PC with some kind of creature. The only thing myself would change is a bigger mousepad. But I gotta say that background is gorgeous. Veerakon's setup is next. It's simple and rocking the web mouse. But wait. Why do you have your arrow key at the space, Veerakon? A lot is happening in Victron's setup, but I kind of like it. He has a pop filter, which is a +1. Nice waifu, but please clean your mouse pad. This part is filmed by Rubiconranger. I will pause the video at times to comment. I will link the actual video in the description for those who wants to watch it undisturbed.
Hello, my tens of dozens of fellow Robocraft gamers. So Flighty Cat's going around the community asking different people for their PC setups, so you can put them in a video. And I figured I'd make a video of my epic Robocraft building rig.
Okay, first off, I hope the angle of the phone is what's making the screen look blue. And the screen itself is not actually blue.
So this is my setup. It's coming on 14 years old here. I'll go through it in parts here. So here we've got a 22-inch, 24-inch monitor. Not sure what it is. Don't remember. It's 14 years ago. It's a
Classic monitor.
whatever that is. Yeah. This is the Whisker Bee. He holds all the whiskers.
Okay, then.
Very important. This is the motivational frog. This is a Kensington full-size Pro Fit mouse, coming in at a luxurious $20. I think it's actually even less than that. I'd say the keyboard's is durable, but I've already gone through one of them. And this is a Microsoft 600 keyboard. You can see I've already worn out the S key from excessive tactical range management. It's always a good way to break in your keyboards. This is my pile of unpaid bills.
Man gotta do what a man gotta do.
And this is these are my expired coupons. I've got an empty Zippo lighter here. Very important. No fluid left in it, of course. I don't smoke.
Me neither.
This is more expired things, expired gift cards, old enough to actually be expired, which will tell you something. And then I keep them around, though, to get my pens going. They're really good for that. This is the Eternal LED lamp. Hasn't died yet.
True champion lamp.
Keeping up with the rest of the setup. And this is the milk mug. Very important. Got to keep your bones strong. All right.
Although, what kind of milk are you drinking, Ruby?
Right, well, oh, and the Logitech headset. Also the second one, because it's made out of plastic, so first one broke. Got another one from Walmart, pretty quality. Anyway.
I actually had one similar to that one. They did not feel great on your ears, but it does its job.
Going down here to the more important bits of the setup. Yeah. All right, so back here we have my cable management. You can see I've got my drapes right over top of my radiator with my power strip right there. That's so that they catch on fire and send me to hell early. Very tactical placement. These are...
This man's level of genius is omega large. He triforces his house so he can die quickly. Truly a mastermind, if I have ever known one.
95-pound adjustable dumbbells. They're 15 pounds in increments of 10 after that, with a little adjustable thing here. Pretty handy. Good for doing reps in between rounds of Robocraft. And then
Ruby here is pulling another V, doing exercise while waiting for rounds on Bubble. the people that does studies during that time should learn from Ruby.
And over here we've got the star of the show. Oh, and I forgot to mention, all this peripheral setup up here is on top of a quality folding table. Very versatile and easy to pack up and move. And then back to the star of the show here, we've got the rig itself. Clocking in at 14 years of age. I call it Lazzy. That's actually the PC name for it. It's short for Lazarus, as in it's been brought back to the dead multiple times. Let's take a look inside. Anyway, in here we've got a what is this? GTX 1060. That replaced the original Zotac 970, which is was bought 14 years ago. The motherboard's original, a gigabyte ultra durable to take all the abuse that I dish out. Down here we have the power supply. It's good to keep a thick sheet of insulative dust on this. Keeps it good and warm and in working condition. I'm gonna cover that back up. I took some of it off, darn.
Ruby, your level of genius is almost frightening.
And this is like an i5 or, yeah, you know, whatever that is. And Western Digital Blue hard drive, slow as sin, and then the broken one underneath it from when my previous operating system broke. Fun fact, if you put the SATA ports in the right order, it doesn't work. So you have to switch them around and put them in the wrong order, and if the old one isn't plugged in, it doesn't work. So, it's pretty cool. So yeah. Oh, silly me. I almost forgot the most important part. The gamer chair. A Ducks Unlimited folding chair.
Oh my god, what a beauty of a gaming chair. Ruby knows how to make a camping chair into a gaming chair. Alright, now it's time for my setup. We can start off with the chair, which is a normal chair with some sheep wool, I guess. I'm a standing gamer. I can't go down. I have to sit and wait for, well, between the rounds of Robocraft. That's when I can rest, I guess. So I stand up playing games. Good for your health, I guess, but sometimes it gets really fucking annoying. Here we have my mic with some pens around it. For whatever odd reason, I thought it would look nice. It doesn't really look nice, but where else am I gonna keep them? 2 monitors with the right and left here because I can't learn them for some odd reason. Just a little bit of coffee here, just chilling. A very cheap but durable keyboard. Arrival 110 something. We have ourselves here a 02 figurine. Good way to piss off Kuuzan. A face cam which I never used to show my face, just jokes and stuff like that. Right here we have my fish. Also I have a pretty nice view outside here. I find this rare because not a lot of people have their screens, so you can also look outside. Very good to detect if there is anybody on the yard, so you know you won't get killed from behind. A little bit of cables. Probably I could do better cable management. The actual PC itself is getting a little bit old now. It's doing its job, but I could probably upgrade it soon if I want to make better quality videos. But nah, I don't know. it does its jobs now. We'll see how long it survives. I hope at least 14 years. I have good space too. Got some notes over there. Yeah, well, that's my setup.